Hey everyone, welcome to the Super Review Show. Welcome to Mixed Bag. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. I'm joined as always by my good man, Bill Murphy.
What's going on, folks? Wow. It's like we were just here.
I know, we were practically just here, just doing this. I cannot believe that. Anyways, I hope you're doing well. Bill, my dear friend, what is
JT,
tonight's topic?
friend. Well, there's award seasons among us since, this past weekend we just had the Oscars. If you watched last night, we did our Oscars recap, and last week we did our Oscars preview. So tonight we move on to the Grammys, which are this Sunday in Vegas.
Oh yeah, everyone. It's gonna be cray, I tell you.
To be honest, let me ask you an honest question, JT.
Yeah.
Do you really get excited over the Grammys? Yes or no?
No. And here's why. Well,
I still watch them, but
yeah,
it's like the only award show I really watch is the Oscars.
Right. I personally,
Grammys, I'll put it on. I'll put it on for background noise, but I'm not like severely invested in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Grammys for us guys. We really we're not the biggest fan of them partly because no one really cares about them, which but I still pay attention. Like, oh, this band won a Grammy, this artist won a Grammy. I still pay attention to stuff like that. But we're just trying something different here for the first time, and we're gonna try and break it down and see who the nominations are for whatever album, whatever. We're just gonna break it down a little bit, and we're also going to talk about some other things too that Bill brought up as well. We're gonna be talking about some other what'd you say? We're gonna be talking
about some of the biggest Grammy upsets.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about a couple of those as well. Not a lot because we want to save that towards the end of the show, but we are going to be talking today.
You know what? This kind of reminds me. Last week we should have talked about biggest Oscar upsets, but me and Dr. Hemsley had a lot to talk about last week. So
you guys did, and they did a great job too. Check it out.
Yeah, and shout out to Dr. Matthew Hensley.
Dr. Matt Hemsley, welcome.
Our Oscars expert. Yeah, but you know what? And we were just talking about this before we went on. I think the thing is because this year the Oscars and the Grammys were so close together.
Yeah, I mean,
because the Grammys were originally supposed to be in January. They were supposed to be January 31st, I think. Yeah, they were actually originally supposed to be on a Monday.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They were supposed to be on January 31st, but because of Omicron, say it with me, 1, 2, 3. Thanks, COVID. But because of Omicron, they moved the Grammys to April 3rd. Yeah. So, yeah, and plus, because they would usually, I think the reason why they had the is the reason why they were doing the Grammys on, why they were going to do it on a Monday, but they usually do it that weekend between the NFL Conference Championship and the Super Bowl. Yeah. But anyway, we're just going to go on before I start rambling.
You're always good, bud.
Okay. So, all right. How do we want to do this, my friend?
Well, let's take a look at let's go through a couple key nominations first, and then we'll go from there. So truth be told, I don't really, you're probably listening to us or watching us and saying, well, if you don't, it's like, well, how can you talk about the Grammys if you don't watch them or don't listen to them? Well, listen, there are some things I do pay attention to, like rock album of the year. I'm a big rock guy. Some pop stuff I like. So I pay attention to stuff like that. And that's just me personally, but hey, it's all good, guys. So let's take a look at this. The Grammy nominations. We'll go through a couple. We'll just go through the big ones that people want to talk about, like record of the year or album of the year.
What's really the difference when you think about it? Isn't that pretty much the same thing?
It actually, I don't know. That's actually a good question. Song of the
Recording
year.
Arts Academy, please call us. We need some clarification here.
You can reach us at 1-800-GOT-BILL.
Got Bill.
Yes, of course. Buy our t-shirt. The best new artist. We'll talk about pop and rock. If we want to get to hip hop, we will. We're not trying to diss hip hop at all. We're not that super familiar with it. That's all. But let's talk about let's go right into the nominations, shall we? So the Grammy nomination, we are on the Grammys website. For those who are listening to us, you won't be able to see this, but if you just watch the show, you'll understand, or listen to us. The Grammys this year, so for record of the year, they got a couple different nominations this year. They have let's see, record of the year. We have ABBA has a nomination for record of the year. I still have faith in you, which is a big comeback for them. Truthfully, they actually came back really in clutch with that record. Freedom by John Baptiste, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not super familiar with that one, honestly, but let me think. Hold on. What is it? I Get a Kick Out of You, which Tony Bennett is nominated for record of the year, which is incredible in his part. I mean, I'm hoping, between Bill and I were talking about this before we went on. I hope to God Tony Bennett wins this because record of the year, because he guy's 95 and he's battling Alzheimer's and all this other stuff. So I hope he wins. But that's me. Peaches by Justin Bieber.
I think I've heard that song.
I have to. Remember we talked about it on our overrated Justin Bieber discussion? Yeah. What's so cool about it? A lot of the stuff's garbage anyways. Yeah.
What was that?
A lot of stuff's garbage anyways. Right on Time by Brandy Carlisle. It's definitely something there. Kiss Me More by Doja Cat. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish.
Zuckerman's favorite.
Zuck's absolute favorite artist in the whole world.
If you watch our overrated music artist, he can't stand her.
I know. Lil Nas X has a new album out. It's nominated for Album of the Year. Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's
Your Name. This song got a lot of heat.
Yeah, it did. Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Because people have nothing better to do than complain.
Oh, of course. People are going to complain no matter what. Let's see, and then Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. I like that one. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, I think it's a catch. I think it's a good song. I like it.
It's catchy. Let's see, and Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. I'm not.
By the way, I think Olivia Rodrigo is pretty cute.
Really, I haven't even seen her.
You've never seen a picture of her?
No, well, I'm sure we'll find some later. No worries, but that's record of the year. I'm hoping Tony Bennett wins because the guy is, or ABBA for that argument, but that's me because Justin Bieber's got so much recognition as it is, and Brandy Carlisle, same thing.
Justin Bieber, just go away.
I know.
Please, for the love of God, just go away. We've had to deal with your crap for over 10 years now. Just over 10 years since 2009. Yeah, but you know what? And I said this on our overrated show. The weirdest thing about Justin Bieber, JT, and agree or disagree.
Yeah.
It's like when he first started, his music was absolute shit.
Yeah.
But at least he seemed like a decent guy.
Yeah.
At least he seemed like a decent guy. At
the time, yeah. He's like, this guy's not too bad.
I hate if I hear his music, I'm probably going to want to lock myself in a room and bang my head on something until I pass out.
Yeah.
But at least he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then when he became an asshole,
yeah,
his music actually got slightly better.
I think weren't we the only two that talked? We both talked about the two songs we could tolerate by him are "Sorry" and "Love Yourself."
I do like "Sorry" and I do like "Love Yourself."
That's
Ghost of You. If I hear it again, for the love of Christ, if I hear that song again, I am going to hit something. JT, it's a good thing we're over Zoom right now.
Thank God, buddy. Thank God.
Not that I would hurt you.
No,
do you trust a guy like me?
Well, Bill,
if I ever run for office, that should be my political poster. Do you trust a guy like me?
Mm-hmm. God. Anyway,
think I get any votes?
Yeah, you might.
But anyway,
yeah. Album of the year. You want to talk about that for a sec?
Yeah, album of the year. Okay, I think I figured out what the difference between record of the year and album of the year is.
Yeah, record's just one song. Then what's the difference between song of the year and record of the year? That's weird. I don't even know.
Okay. Okay, you know what? The Recorded Arts Academy, Grammys, you better make some changes here, or I'm going to come make changes.
Yes, we will make changes in the Grammys.
Take Be in charge of this shit. I'll make it clear.
Oh yeah, you tell him, Bill.
Bill 2024. I'll get Bill 2024. I'll get shit done.
Amen. I'll vote for you, Bill.
Hashtag Bill 2024. I'll get shit done.
Get shit done. Hashtag
get shit done.
Heck yeah, bro. Oh my God.
I'll get shit done. But anyway,
Bill for president.
Anyway,
yeah, album of the year. I mean, the nominees go as follows. Our album of the year, we got "We Are" by John Baptiste. "Love for Sale" by Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga. I hope to God, like I said, I hope Tony Bennett wins something. "Justice" by Justin Bieber. "Planet Her" by Doja Cat. Doja Cat's okay.
I've been hearing Doja Cat a lot lately.
Yeah, "Back of My Mind" by her. "Happier Than Ever" by Zuck's favorite, Billie Eilish. Montero, thank you, by Lil Nas X. Elton John's in there somehow. I'm not sure why.
He's Elton John. We don't question it.
True. "Sour" by Olivia Rodrigo. It's just cool. "Evermore" by Tay Tay, by Taylor Swift.
Dr. Taylor Swift.
Oh, is she a doctor now?
Oh no, didn't you hear? She's actually going to be receiving an honorary doctorate from NYU.
Lucky. That's awesome.
She's going to be receiving an honorary doctorate at NYU's commencement ceremony in May.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, she is going to be Dr. Taylor Swift.
Wow, Dr. Tay-Tay.
Dr. Tay-Tay.
Look at these producers for 1 second. For this one.
Oh, no, it's my worst enemy.
It's Donda by Kanye West. What a loser. Oh, my God, pathetic.
Okay, you know what? I have to say something.
Here we go. Rant, Bill, rant.
If Kanye West... Oh, look, Jay-Z's a producer on this? Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
If Kanye West says something about Beyonce again, Jay-Z better pull a Will Smith. Jay-Z better pull a Will Smith and smack the crap out of him.
You're right.
Oh, and listen, as if you watched yesterday, I do not condone what Will Smith did to Chris Rock. But you know what? If Jay-Z smacked Kanye West, I would buy Jay-Z a beer because I cannot stand Kanye West.
No, me neither, bud.
And I'd be like, hey, Jay-Z, say something for me. Smack.
Literally. These are all the writers for the songs.
What was that?
These are all the writers for the songs. You know that, right?
Jay-Z's involved in this.
It's a whole page. God. For those of you who are wondering what we're looking at, like if you want to Google like the Recording Academy and the Grammys, this one album has like an entire page of writers. That's how stupid and screwed up the music industry is. Literally write a song. It takes one person. You don't need. I just listened to a Chuck Berry record before we started. The guy wrote all of his songs by himself. Come on, people, grow up. Let's be real. Kanye West nomination. Song of the year.
It's like a whole page.
It literally is a whole page. He can't write a song. It's hysterical.
JT, I'm going to let you finish, but I'm the greatest of all time.
That was so bad. We all know it.
Oh, God,
and then Taylor Swift was like, got back in him. But anyways, let's look at Song of the Year, shall we?
I just want to say one thing. I hope by some weird coincidence, Taylor Swift ends up winning that and Kanye's just going to sit there.
Yeah, hopefully, God. Hope to God that happens. Seriously.
And then here we go again. Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm going to let you finish, but I had the greatest album of all time.
Yeah, of all time.
And then the whole... Oh, God. Like, that is like one of the things I will remember as long as I live. It's like,
it's her.
I guarantee you Conway expected the whole place to be standing up and applauding him, and they're all like, what a jackass.
Literally.
And but anyway, Song of the Year.
Song of the Year. Let me list off the nominees. Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. It's not bad. Good.
Bad Habits. I actually kind of do like that song.
It's good. A Beautiful Noise by Alicia Keys. Oh, nice. She's great.
Driver's License. Alicia Keys.
Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, I have heard that one. That's good. Forgive me if I don't know any of these. Fight for You by her. Okay. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I mean, that might win, honestly.
I think Billie Eilish just won an Oscar, so who knows? She might win a Grammy.
And then she's on her 2 done for out of her 4 for EGOT.
She's got to win. Well, she won I think in 2020 she won a bunch of Grammys.
Oh my God! Then she's already halfway there for the EGOT, man.
Yeah, she's just got to win an Emmy and a Tony.
That's crazy. She's like what, 20, like 18? Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring Sa. I don't know how to say her name. Z. Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. Okay. The Little Nas X Montero thing, whatever. Call Me by Your Name. Okay. Peaches by Justin Bieber. And Right on Time by Brandy Carly. Honestly, I'm hoping to, let me tell you this right now. Your 3 automatic choices that are I believe have high quality, like might actually win would have to be Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran, or Peaches by Justin Bieber. I think those might win. Either one of those.
You know who I think you could throw in Driver's License in there too.
But you're just saying that because she's cute.
No, I think
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
She is, dude. She's a little young for me, but
I forget that you're 28.
What was that?
I forget that you're 28.
She's like 18, 19.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
But
anyways.
But no, I think she might. I think Driver's License might be a competitor in those 3.
I hope so.
But I would probably put my money on Bad Habits.
You think so?
Because for those of you who don't know me, I actually really do like Ed Sheeran. So,
oh, me too. He's a fantastic. He actually co-wrote "Love Yourself" for Justin Bieber.
Yes, he did.
Did he co-wrote "Sorry" too, or no?
I don't think he did.
I don't remember. Anyways, let's see. I would say it's between Driver's License, Peaches, or Bad Habits. That's me to win. So, now let's look at. Do you want to look at Best New Artist or no?
Yeah, sure.
All right, really quick. Best New Artist. Rouge Aftab. I don't know how to say his name.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Whatever.
Only
Jimmy Allen.
People I've heard of.
Some of them have. Phineas.
I've heard of Glass Animals. I've heard them.
Glass Animals is great.
Yeah, I've heard them.
They got these. They've been around for a couple. How are they new? They've been around for like 2 years.
I don't know.
Whatever. The Grammys are all screwed up, anyways. Japanese Breakfast. I have not heard of them. The kid, Laro. What does they say his name?
I don't know.
Lario, whatever his name is. He does a lot of remixes and stuff. So I don't really follow that stuff, but that's me. Arlo Parks, never heard of her. Olivia Rodrigo's got Best New Artist nomination.
You think she's going to win Best New Artist nomination?
I would say she has a shot because she's very like she's new, but she's also fairly mainstream at the same time. So we'll have to see. That's me.
Well, she used to be on like a Disney Channel show, I think, or something like that. And
yes.
Well, we knew the mouse had something to do with this.
The mouse probably persuaded. Hey, we'll give the Grammys $1 trillion.
But you know, and also Olivia Rodrigo last year when the whole vaccine was coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this, but
what's up?
President Biden actually invited Olivia Rodrigo to the White House to try to get for a campaign to try to get young people vaccinated.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you know they're pulling a page out of the old book when they showed back in the 1960s when they showed Elvis getting the polio vaccine on television, and then young people ran out to go get the polio vaccine.
Right.
And yeah, so and also there was this thing I thought was kind of cute. It was this it was like this quick Q&A with it was like Olivia Rodrigo and Dr. Fauci were like sitting there asking each other questions.
That's funny.
And Olivia Rodrigo asked Dr. Fauci, what was your first concert?
What did he say?
He said, well, it was like this whole Motown thing was the Four Tops and the Temptations and
Lit. Let's go.
And I know you saw them, but this was like the original. This was the original one.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think for Best New Artist, it's going to be Olivia Rodrigo. If I were to give a wild card, I would say either Phineas or Glass Animals.
All right. Let's see. Do we want to touch on pop at all?
Do I want to talk pop at all? Yeah, we can talk some pop.
All right, cool. Best pop solo performance. Anyone by Justin Bieber. Right on Time by Brandy Carly. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Positions by Ariana Grande. And Driver's License by Olivia. Olivia Rodrigo's got a lot of nominations tonight, bud.
She's got to win at least one. Am I right?
I'm sure she will. I'm almost certain that she will. I take a safe bet on that. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Best pop duo or group.
I think it's going to be either Rodrigo or Olivia Rodrigo or Billie Eilish.
I would say so. I mean, one of those two. I mean, Bieber.
She's going to win at least one.
She has to. I mean, I would say so. That's me. All right. Best pop duo group performance. I Get a Kick Out of You by Tony Bennett. Wow. Big words for Tony. Hopefully Tony will get a Grammy.
He'll get something, hopefully.
I hope to God they don't rush over that. Lonely by Justin Bieber. Butter by BTS. Higher Power by Coldplay. I like that one a lot, actually. Kiss Me More by Doja Cat. What do you think?
I'll be honest. I think BTS is a little overrated.
I agree with you. I mean, they're like
and you know what? Someone I knew one time in this thing for this like job training thing said to me, and it's dynamite in the words of BTS. I'm like, dude, and this guy's like in his 30s. I'm like, dude, stop it. You're not cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No. He's a nice guy, but I'm just like, dude, no. Just no. No. Okay. Higher Power by Coldplay, because I really do like Coldplay.
I do. I'm going to say I don't think Coldplay's going to win this one.
I think it might be. I have a feeling it's going to be BTS.
I hope to God Tony Bennett wins something, but we'll see.
No, I hope he does too.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go down to the next one then. Best traditional pop vocal album. Tony Bennett, Love for Sale. Wow. Till We Meet Again by Nora is great. Nora Jones is great.
You know who Nora Jones' father was?
Who?
Ravi Shankar, who was actually a Indian musician.
Oh my God, the guy in Bangladesh for the Beatles.
Who was actually a very dear friend of George Harrison.
I knew that. That was awesome. This is
Ben. Nora Jones is his daughter.
I didn't know that. What has this been?
This is Ben. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
What has this been?
This has been Random Facts with Bill. Random Facts with Bill. Oh, yeah. This has been Random Facts with Bill.
Yes. Till We Meet Again by Nora Jones. Tori Kelly Christmas. I'm not familiar with her at all. Lettuce sees Nia. I have no idea. Willie Nelson's nominated for an album. That's crazy. That's life. And then Holly Dolly Christmas for Dolly Parton. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at. I know. What the hell are they thinking? Best pop vocal album. Should we look at that?
Yeah, sure.
Justice by Justin Bieber. Planet Her by Doja Cat. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Positions by Ariana Grande. And Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. What do you think's going to win there?
I think it's going to be Olivia Rodrigo or Doja Cat.
I think it's Billie Eilish or Olivia Rodrigo.
Or Billie Eilish. I think it might be Billie Eilish.
Probably. I mean, Ariana Grande is like still huge, but she's not like in the mainstream as much as she used to be.
Yeah, and she's also kind of
What do you mean by that?
She's kind of yeah, I could say it here, right? She's kind of a bitch.
Oh, Grande, yeah. And she's very
kinda,
talented.
I don't like to use that word, but she kind of is.
She's very talented. Don't get me wrong. She's very talented, but she's unfortunately that's the case.
She's kind of a diva.
Yeah. Feed me my imported truffles from Italy. Yeah, it's like one of those.
Yes,
things.
and give me some very expensive champagne from France.
Oh yeah, totally. We're gonna skip over
But yet Pete Davidson and was dating her for a while. So
crazy, I tell you.
and now he's with Kim Kardashian.
Suck Kanye.
I wonder if Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson are going to go to the Grammys. Kanye West is right there, and it's going to be a shit show, folks. It's going to be a shit show.
I can't believe
God bless the Grammys, and God bless the United States of America.
Oh, good Christ, Bill.
God bless everyone. Get the weed, get the booze, get the popcorn. We're going to need stuff to keep us entertained. Oh, God.
This has been a moment where Bill just happens to break down on camera. And while our podcast listeners are saying, what the hell's going on over there? Is he okay? What's going on?
God bless America. God bless you, Kanye West and Pete Davidson. Okay, I'm done. I'm so done.
Bill has.
And then Ariana Grande gets in on the action. Oh, it's like, hey, Pete Davidson dated my ex-wife, Ariana Grande. Well, I can't believe Kim Kardashian's dated my. Oh God, then we have the most evil alliance ever.
Yeah,
Kanye West and Ariana Grande.
That's like Darth Vader meets Khan from Star Trek.
That is like the most evil alliance ever,
bro. That is World
and
War
let
III.
us pray that does not happen.
Listen, that's World War III. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that's World War III in the U.S. Anyways, we're skipping over dance electronic music. I don't really care about it, nor have I ever cared about that electronic crap.
Listen, I know people who I have friends who really like it, but I never could get into it.
It's just dance music. Like, where's the
and like listen, if that's what you're into, then
so
good for you. If you like it, go ahead, like it. Rock.
So we're gonna talk about the greatest genre on earth. Rock.
Swing dancing.
Is it the Lion Sleeps Tonight? Anyone? Yes.
Okay.
Bill and I are going to form a doo-wop group and we're going to tour the U.S. Don't worry.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to tour the guys. We're doing barbershop quartet. All right.
I'm really sorry. My ADHD is really kicking in right now.
How do we do it? Oh my God. Sorry, bud. Anyways,
let's stay on track here.
We're turning into our TV our TV shows that we shouldn't watch as kids show. Remember that was a fun time. Our viewers were like, "What the hell are they thinking?" Best rock performance.
Okay.
AC/DC, Shot in the Dark. Black Pumas. I've heard a lot of them on Alt Nation actually. Nothing Compares to You by Chris Cornell, which is a Prince cover. Oh Mas by the Deftones, I think. And Making a Fire by the Foo Fighters. Rip to Taylor Hawkins, ladies and gentlemen.
They were actually supposed to perform at the Grammys too, but
what a bummer. Seriously, it sucks.
Yeah, Taylor Hawkins, may he rest in peace. I just you know what, and I'm curious of something. Obviously they're not going to perform.
No, of course. No, they canceled their whole tour.
Yeah, and JT and we were actually supposed to go in July.
Yeah, and then unfortunately Taylor Hawkins died. So
yeah, so that's out the window. But you know what? I'm curious. I know they're probably not going to be there, but I wonder if at least Dave Grohl's going to be there, if in case they win, if he's going to come up and accept.
I wonder if he will. I wonder if that award wins. Well, the Foo Fighters also nominated for Best Rock Album of the Year too. So
I wonder if they're actually going, because they're not going to perform. They're not. Because I was actually saying this last week before they did any of the cancellations. I think I was talking to Matt and another friend of ours. Like,
yeah,
if they do end up performing,
yeah,
nobody in that arena better be sitting down.
Of course.
They better be standing up and applauding. Like, their drummer just died a week ago, and they're here performing, so you should all be standing. But they're not. Looks like they're not going to perform. I wonder, but I do wonder if at least Dave Grohl's going to be there in case they win.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Or they're just going to go. The Foo Fighters, due to unfortunate circumstances, couldn't be here tonight, so we will be accepting this award on their behalf. Thank you.
Right, I hope so. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but yeah, I hope Foo Fighters win.
I hope the Grammys have some decency in them and they actually win. Let them win that.
Well, the votes will probably tally, because don't forget I don't know if they maybe extended the voting when they postponed the show. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I mean, who knows? They might actually be able to pick something up and perform tomorrow on Sunday. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. Anyways, best metal performance. Do you care at all?
Genesis is considered metal?
No, it's the name of the song. It's by Deftones.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I know, right? Adult contemporary is now metal. What's going on, everyone?
Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. Okay. Best rock song.
Best rock song. This might surprise you. I don't know if you heard about this. All My Favorite Songs by Weezer. It's very catchy. I don't know if you ever heard it. It's really good.
It's all of his favorite songs.
And they're all slow and sad, if anyone gets that reference. The Bandit. I have not heard that one. By Kings of Leon. I like them. Distance by Wolfgang Van Halen. Hopefully. This is actually tough for me. I mean, these are all really good. Find My Way by Paul McCartney. Off of his album, McCartney 3. He's nominated for Best Rock Song, as well as another one. That's true. So, and Waiting on a War by the Foo Fighters.
This is going to be tough.
These are Distance is actually dedicated. It's about Eddie Van Halen, so maybe that has leeway. I think the one that we could say that the two that are out automatically, I would say, are All My Favorite Songs and the Bandit. That's me though.
So you think it's to come down between Wolfgang Van Halen, Paul McCartney, and Foo Fighters?
Between Wolfgang Van Halen, Paul McCartney, and Waiting on a War by Foo Fighters. I think so. Let's look at Best Rock Album, shall we? Best Rock Album. AC/DC's Power Up. I heavily contend that is a definite possibility. It was the number one album in the world for 3 weeks, for a month. It was incredible. Black Pumas, Capital Cuts. No One Sings Like You Anymore by Chris Cornell. Medicine at Midnight by the Foo Fighters, which was a great album. McCartney 3 by Paul McCartney.
Ooh.
I would say narrow it down between AC/DC, Foo Fighters, and McCartney, but that's me. Because Black Pumas, no one never heard of them outside of the mainstream stuff. And Chris Cornell's been dead for a couple of years now. But that's me.
So, yeah, be between AC/DC, Foo Fighters, and Paul McCartney.
I'm gonna say that if the Foo Fighters win Best Rock Album, I think Taylor Hawkins. I think Dave Grohl's gonna come up for that.
Yeah,
but I think if depending on what they win, I think if the Foo Fighters have any wins that night, they're gonna call up Dave and he's gonna come talk about stuff. But McCartney, go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't look like they're gonna be performing, so Dave Grohl just might show up.
Yeah, I would say McCartney has a chance. If the fact that they nominated his third album in his trilogy shows, it was really good. It was a really good record. I mean, I thought it was really good for a guy who's almost 80, pumping out that good of content. That's how often do you see that? So it's like the same thing with Elton John and with his Cold Heart hit, So, that's me. Yeah, I would say I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say Paul McCartney might win.
Oh, that's a dark horse.
I think he might win. I don't know. I don't know if he will, but who knows? I hope AC/DC does though too. Any one of those three: Power Up, Medicine at Midnight, or McCartney 3 as well, or Foo Fighters, yeah. Let's look at alternative, and then we'll go from there because the rest of the nominations we're just not as familiar with. And we don't really care about, truthfully, like because they all just they all kind of suck, in our opinion. But that's us. That's me.
Okay, alternative.
Alternative rock, and we'll go from there. What's up?
I don't know any of these people.
I'm gonna go with I know St. Vincent, I know Fleet Foxes, but I'm gonna say between the best alternative album. I'll say Fleet Foxes. End of discussion. That's me.
Okay.
And look, it's not that we don't like these genres of music. We're not familiar with the R&B stuff, rap stuff, country music. I don't hate country. I actually like country, but like
it really depends on what mood I'm in.
Yeah, gospel or Latin.
And they're probably not even going to show all of that anyway.
No, they're going to focus on the hot stuff, like the really, really the mainstream stuff. Yeah. So I think does that cover it, bud?
Yeah, I think that covers.
Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, I think we're good. So what did you want to talk about regarding the Grammys and what would you say there was?
I'm going to be talking about Grammy upsets.
Oh, do tell more.
Okay, here's okay. One is going to be one that you really hate, that you're really going to hate. Ready?
What are you talking about?
1981 or 82, I think it was.
Yeah, what about it?
This Grammy, Rick Springfield won, assumingly for Jesse's Girl.
Yeah.
And you know who he beat?
Who did he beat?
He beat your boy, Bruce.
In what? The River?
And this was 1981. Hold on, I'm
fact check with Bill.
Okay, 1985. Oh, hold on, 1982.
Oh,
he lost rock vocal category for The River.
Really?
To Rick Springfield's Jesse's Girl.
You have to say The River with the song The River or the album?
I think the song.
The song is also it's not as catchy. I mean, I as big as a fan of Bruce as I am, I would say that I would pick Jesse's Girl as well.
Really? Mr. Bruce Springsteen over here.
But honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I really think that Bruce, The River, the song The River is kind of a dark song in a sense. It's not like super, it's well known, but it's not as well known as out in the street, hungry heart, dancing in the dark, born to run, stuff like that. It's not as well known as that. So it's a little bit darker. Like there's a line there, I got married pregnant and that was all she wanted. Like it's really dark song, but I can see why Jesse's Girl won, to be honest with you. And as much as I love Bruce, that's the way I think about that personally. What else you got?
But hold on. I got to look for some other shit here.
Yeah.
Do you know the Beatles lost the Grammys twice?
How?
In the most weirdest. Okay. One of them was in 1965. The score for Hard Day's Night lost to Mary Poppins, to the Mary Poppins soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah. It lost to Mary Poppins, and then I think it was for the song Eleanor Rigby in 1966, 1967. It lost to the song Winchester Cathedral by the New Vaudeville Band, I think it's called.
A band we've never heard of.
Yeah, and they were only on. They got knocked off the number one spot a couple weeks later by the Beach Boys with Good Vibrations, who were also nominated that night. But you know what? I think the new vaudeville band, I think they're basically the sorry for another Oscars comparison here, but they're basically the How Green Was My Valley, which if you watched when we talked about the Oscars back in September with Matt Hemsley, How Green Was My Valley was the movie that actually ended up winning Best Picture over Citizen Kane.
Correct. Which it did, but no one's ever heard of that movie until it's only known for beating Citizen Kane.
And that's the same thing. Like the Vaudeville Band or whatever it's called, they're only known for beating the Beatles. That's the only thing they're known for.
That's ridiculous.
While, How Green Was My Valley, the only thing it's known for is beating Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
But another thing, okay, I have a bunch of Grammy upsets listed here from that were more recent. In 2005, okay, this can kind of be excused because this artist had passed away earlier. The Ray Charles Genius Loves Company ended up beating the freshman album of Kanye West.
Oh God.
The album. Yeah, the album.
Which one was it?
Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Give me a sec. It's here somewhere. Kanye West is the College Dropout, and you know what else it beat?
What?
For album of the year, it also beat Green Day's American Idiot.
That's depressing because American Idiot swept the airwaves.
But you know what? I really hate to disrespect the late great Ray Charles, but
yeah.
Do you think maybe he just won the album just won because he passed away?
Maybe. Personally, I'm not sure. That's a tough one to figure out.
And this one, 2006 for Best Rap Song Collaboration, Jay-Z and Linkin Park win an encore.
Right.
With Numb Encore, and it beat out Missy Elliott and Destiny's Child with T.I. and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think it was that Grammy particular, but there was actually, I don't know if you've ever seen this performance. It was a Grammy performance with Jay-Z and the late Chester Bennington of Linkin Park.
No, I didn't see this video.
And they were doing the Numb Encore thing.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z has a John Lennon shirt on. Keep that in mind for a second.
Wow, big words. Go on.
And just keep that in mind. He's wearing a John Lennon shirt, and they're doing the can I get an encore? Do you want more? Roll more for the Brooklyn boys. Last time I need your full. And then Chester Bennington singing parts of None, and then the guy who's playing the keyboard in the back goes da na na da na 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 na.
Really?
And then the Numb Encore keeps going on for a little while. And then Chester Bennington goes, yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. And guess who comes out?
Paul McCartney. Nice.
Paul McCartney that comes out, suddenly I'm not half the man I used to be.
Wow.
And
big words.
The whole, So you got Chester Bennington, Jay-Z, and Paul McCartney.
That's better than Paul McCartney, Kanye West, and Rihanna. I'll tell you that much.
But you know what? It's the strangest combination.
But it worked.
Like, I remember when I first said that, it said Numb/Encore, Jay-Z, Linkin Park featuring Paul McCartney. I'm like, oh, yeah, that doesn't work. And then I watched it, and then I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a big wow moment.
I'm like, hey, well, where's Paul McCartney? And then Chester Bennington started singing the first bars of Yesterday. And I'm like, wow, wow.
That's insane.
Wow. But yeah, and rest in peace, Chester Bennington. It's been 5 years, but we still miss you.
Long time.
Yeah, you know, like, he's like one of those artists, like, I wasn't like a huge Linkin Park fan.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, you know, there's some songs I do like by them, but, you know, it's so weird. It's like, I think I started liking them more after Chester Bennington died.
This might sound really bad, but I have a similar story.
Really?
Now, you might shame me for this, but it's just the truth for me. And I had heard the name before, but I didn't really get into the artist until he died. That was Prince. Yeah, I did not know anything. I knew the name Prince, but I didn't know anything about him. When he died, I suddenly got into him. Just the way it happened.
But you know what? It's like, the thing is, like, I never hated Linkin Park.
Right.
But, you know, I would think it's just like basically the new Nirvana. They're just basically whining. But, you know, I do like the song, what is it, In the End?
That's a good one.
But anyway, I remember when and it's like, you know, I kind of like some of their songs, but I really started listening. I really started liking them more. Again, it sounds terrible, after Chester Bennington died.
Yeah. Same thing with Soundgarden and Chris Cornell. So.
Yeah. And because don't forget, Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington died very close together.
That's right. Was it 2017?
Yeah, 2017. I think Chester Bennington died like a month or so later.
This is just a side note. Did Paul McCartney mention that at our show? Because it happened right before we went to that show. Am I thinking that we saw Paul McCartney in September of 2017? It happened right around then, right?
Yeah, I think it happened in the summer.
Right. So it was like a couple months afterwards. Wow.
Yeah, because
I wonder. I forget if he said anything, but
yeah, Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell were like really good friends too.
Yeah, that's a shame.
But anyway, but yeah, but you know what? You know what I think it is with me with Linkin Park and you with Prince. It's you know that saying, you don't really know what you have till it's gone.
Yep.
I think maybe it's that. It's, you know, you don't really know what you have till it's gone. And it's like, when do you like get this with Prince sometimes with, damn, I should have appreciated his music more when he was alive.
That's why I tell people, I said, if you can go see people who are a little bit older, like in their 50s, 60s, or 70s, still touring. Like my aunt, as on a side note, my aunt saw Glenn Campbell on his last tour before he died. Glenn Campbell, iconic 70s country singer. And he died about a year later. My aunt was at Rush's last show in LA. The last Rush show ever. And then Neil Peart died. She was at his last show. That's insane. I never saw Rush. Van Halen. Same thing. Eddie Van Halen died. And I love Van Halen, but I appreciated them a lot more before he died. So Tom Petty, another one. I love Tom Petty. I didn't really appreciate his work until after he died.
Yeah. All right. Here's another Grammy upset.
What do you got?
The 52nd Grammy Awards 2017.
Yeah.
Kings of Leon's Use Somebody.
Right.
You know that song? You know, I'm gonna make you notice. That song?
Yeah, I know that one. It's a great song.
This song actually, for record of the year, it ended, and I have a story about that song. I'll tell you in a second. But that song actually, that was 2010. I thought that song came out in like 2006, 2007. Anyway,
I would never go.
I know what you guys are all thinking when you watch this. Oh my God, dude, you need some Adderall tonight. You keep bouncing all over the place.
You're good, bud. Don't worry.
But anyway, it ended up beating Tay Tay.
Really?
You Belong With Me.
Really?
And it ended up beating Beyonce's Halo.
Really?
Yeah, and it also beat I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
Really?
Yep.
That's incredible.
And Poker Face by Lady Gaga.
It beat all that.
Yeah.
Wow. Big words.
And that is a big word. But
That's a lot. That's a lot, bud.
Yeah, and I actually got a interest in I actually got a funny story about whatchamacallit. The song You Somebody has a little sentimental value to me here, folks.
What do you got, bud?
The song has a little sentimental value. And this is a story about the song, not the band itself. When I was getting ready to transfer to my 4-year university, I went to Accepted Students Open House. And the university's mixed gendered a cappella group, first they sing the alma mater, which there's not much you can do with that. I'm like, yay, alma mater. And they're like, okay, we're going to have the group come back on and they're going to sing Kings of Leon's You Somebody. I'm like, okay, let's give it a try. You already, I don't want to say pissed me off, but all right, you already convinced me once, let's see. And then by the end of that, here was me.
Nice.
For those of you listening, my mouth is wide open. I'm like,
jaw drop.
I'm like, oh my God, that was freaking amazing. That was freaking amazing. And I'm like, yeah, but I really do love that song, You Somebody.
It is a good song.
Yeah. Okay. So moving right along. Yeah, we got a few others, folks. So for album of the year 2011, Arcade Fire's The Suburbs.
Uh-huh.
They beat out Eminem, Lady Antebellum.
Really?
Katy Perry.
Really?
And Lady Gaga.
Wow. Really?
I remember. Yeah, I watched something earlier today, and they said that Lady Gaga was actually like the heavy favorite going in that day.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Wow.
And let's see. Okay. Okay. 2013, Adele's Set Fire to the Rain.
Right.
Carly Rae Jepsen's
Call Me Maybe.
Call Me Maybe. Okay. That song came out when I was in high school, and that song was freaking everywhere.
I know. It was everywhere.
And Stronger by
Kelly
Clarkson.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, and here's a few other ones. Okay, here's a few other ones. This includes the most hated song of all, one of the most hated songs of all time.
Oh boy.
J-Lo's Let's Get Loud lost to one of the most hated songs of all time for Best Dance Arrangement.
Which was?
Who Let the Dogs Out? Who let the dogs out?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, J-Lo lost to Who Let the Dogs Out.
That's ridiculous.
And you know what that song is really about?
What?
Guess what? I'm not going to tell you. Because if maybe in a couple weeks we could do misinterpreted song lyrics, and I'll tell you folks then.
Oh boy! All right.
I, trust me, you will know what that song is about.
Can't wait.
Anyway. Also in 1989, Jethro Tull beat Metallica.
Oh, for one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone thought, because my dad's a big Jethro Tull fan, but they beat Metallica
with one. One's a great song. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't. Because Metallica,
the album was "And Justice for All."
Oh, the album. Sorry. The album is great. It's a fantastic record. Oh my God.
So yeah, the Grammys. Yeah, so
they've always been hit or miss.
I feel like they're wrong a lot of the time.
Yeah, like with the predictions and whatnot, or the actual win. Like, it's funny. On our other show we do called Career Retrospectives. Check it out. It's coming back next week. What was it? In the best rock album, the best rock album Grammys, in that album, I forget what it was. In I think it was 2017. Yeah, okay. So it was the year that Panic at the Disco, Death of a Bachelor came out. It was the year that Blink-182's California came out, and Weezer's The White Album came out, and Cage the Elephant won over those three. That's ridiculous. Like, Panic at the Disco's Death of a Bachelor or California by Blink-182 should have won that. I think if you let me know about this, you brought this up. Those two should have won. Those were great albums, and that nothing against Cage the Elephant, but like, let's be real, that one was pretty darn good.
So Cage, who do they beat again? I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. What happened?
So 2017 for the 2016 record season, right? Cage the Elephant, Tell Me I'm Pretty, won over Blink-182's California, which is a fantastic pop punk record. Panic at the Disco's Death of a Bachelor, Weezer's The White Album, which was actually a really good rock record for them. It won over all of that. That one won over those albums. And these albums, California, Death of a Bachelor, and that Weezer album, are all more well known than that Cage the Elephant record. So that just tells you something right there. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. So does the Grammys usually gets it wrong?
Yeah. So, and the Foo Fighters lead. I mean, that's just ridiculous to me. That's
crazy. And here's a big one.
What?
1993.
Yeah.
Eric Clapton's Uncover. What is it?
Unplugged.
Ended up beating his acoustic version of Layla. Ended up beating Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
That's ridiculous. And that's crazy to me personally. That's crazy. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like Nirvana, but like, that's ridiculous to me, you know?
Yeah. And also 1981.
Yeah.
1981. Let's see. 1981. Christopher Cross.
Yeah, what about him?
Ended up beating Frank Sinatra.
For what?
Like, what was Sinatra nominated for?
No, but what did they beat him over? What do you remember?
I think it was for the song "I'm Sailing." The song "Sailing, Take Me Away."
Are you serious?
Yeah, it beat
That's
that. And you know
ridiculous.
who else it beat? I know you're not a big fan of this band, but
Yes, I understand, but go on. Yes,
and also ended up beating Pink Floyd for Another Brick in the Wall.
that's crazy.
So
That's insane.
yeah, basically the music you hear on adult contemporary.
That's ridiculous.
The music you hear on adult contemporary stations is music you would ended up beating one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Sorry, JT, and Frank Sinatra.
That's insane. How does that happen? The Grammys are terrible. Let's just put it that way.
Who gets it wrong more? You know who we need here right now?
Matt Hemsley ends
We
up.
need Matt Hemsley here right now. You know why?
Why?
Because he's Matt Hemsley.
Exactly.
Oh, he's not just Matt Hemsley. He's Dr. Matt
Hemsley.
Hemsley.
There we go.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I wonder who gets it wrong more. And I wish Matt Hemsley was here because I'm sure he could probably answer this question for us. Who gets it wrong more, the Grammys or the Oscars?
That could be a whole show.
Dude, you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm writing the note down right now.
Who gets it wrong more, the Grammys or the Oscars? Because the Grammys, like we just said, Nirvana losing to Eric Clapton. And listen, you all know I'm not a Nirvana fan, but maybe they should have won that Grammy. And trust me, you all know I'm not the biggest Nirvana fan, but Metallica should have beat Jethro Tull.
Of course.
Then the Beatles should have beat the new Vaudeville band, who literally just fell out. Who literally just fell out.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Who literally just fell out. And you know what? Because here's the thing, and we've said this with the Oscars, with How Green Was My Valley beating Citizen Kane, and Shakespeare in Love beating Saving Private Ryan. It's
right.
like, when you look at that, more people still talk about Saving Private Ryan and Citizen Kane than they do Shakespeare in Love and How Green Was My Valley. Like in the Grammys, people still care more about the Beatles and the Beach Boys, who were also nominated on the new Vaudeville band.
Yeah.
And people still talk more about Frank Sinatra and Pink Floyd than they do Christopher Cross.
That's just the truth.
Yeah, so who gets it wrong more? That's a good question.
We'll have to discuss that. We'll do that after this. We'll do it after the Oscars recap next week.
You mean the Grammys recap?
I can't even think anymore. Grammys recap.
We'll think about it. Or we could do that next week. And you know what? We'll talk about this off camera.
We'll figure it out.
Okay,
is that it, or do you have anything else?
Well, I want to talk about my childhood. No, I'm just kidding. I think we're pretty much done. You?
Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, do you have anything else you want to say?
Quoting Imagine Dragons, there's nothing left to say now.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to say.
Well, everyone, in that case, we hope you enjoyed our show tonight. We want to thank you so much for watching, listening, however you streamed us tonight. And thank you so much, as always, for tuning in and supporting this channel. We do this for free. Kid you not, we do this for free.
Unless you want to send us some money, we'll do it for payment.
We have a Patreon. Check us out. But if you haven't checked us out already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do this every single Wednesday night. And we do this any given topic in the world of movies, music, and film, and TV shows. I want to thank my good man Bill for joining me as always. Bill, what is you have?
It is always it's always a pleasure. And don't forget to check out the Sports Insanity podcast. Check us out. We're on all platforms and the Sports Insanity Network.
They do a great job over there. I've always said that they've done an incredible job. They're awesome. They're awesome.
Yeah, we do freaking awesome over here.
Oh yeah. And their channel link, if you want to subscribe to them, is in the description. So you guys can check that out.
And you should.
Yeah, go for it. Subscribe. That's going to do for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching, listening. Have you enjoyed us? We'll see you guys next week for our Grammys recap video. Oh, boy. We'll see you guys next time. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Take